Welcome back to the Catchup Show. Tonight we will be interviewing a scientist, Correns.
Hello.
Hello, Mr. Correns. Why don't we start this off with your background? Where are you from? Where did you go to school? Who are you?
Yes. Well, I was born in Munich, Germany on September 19th, 1864. I was an orphan until my aunt took me in and raised me in Switzerland, and I later went to the University of Munich to study botany, otherwise known as the study of plants. Thank you for asking.
Wow, so interesting. What did you do after you left the university?
When I left the university, I was very inspired by the work of Carl Nagel and Gregor Mendel, who were both botanists, and Gregor Mendel came up with the inheritance laws. I began to tutor at the University of Tübingen, and at the same time, I was doing many experiments on plants to hopefully prove the inheritance laws of Gregor Mendel correct.
What kind of experiments? What was your outcome?
I worked with a plant called the Mirabilis jalapa in order to prove Mendel's inheritance laws. I watched the leaves on each plant, and the color of the leaves depended on which plant had what trait. Pollinating an ovule from a white branch with a white pollen would give you a white plant. The white plant was the recessive gene. Green pollen used on green stigma gave me a green plant. The green plant was the dominant gene. If the green pollinated the white, the plant was white. But if the sexes were reversed, it was the opposite outcome. I was considered to be the first scientist to prove that gender is inherited according to the inheritance laws. I was also considered to be the first of a few scientists to prove Mendel's laws were ultimately correct and would forever change modern genetics.
How did you come to the conclusion that color relied on inheritance laws?
Well, I later on found out that this was due to the gene IOHOP. It codes for a small protein required for proper assembly of the chloroplast ribosome. When the mother is a homozygous recessive, protein is not produced and the chloroplast ribosomes don't form. If a white father was paired with a green mother, who has functional chloroplasts, which would make the green mother green, their offspring would be green. I published these results in 1909 as the first conclusive example of cytoplasm inheritance.
That makes more sense now. Very impressive as well. Is there anything you would like to say before we have to go?
No, but thank you very much for having me on your show.
No. Thank you for journeying with us. I'll see you all next week for the Catchup Show.
Bye.